Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra and I make minimalist videos. So today's video is going to be 8 tips on how to have a rich mindset. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's get it, let's go. Woo. Okay, so I have my little papers here. Take a quick look. I'm like rushing this because we gotta catch a train soon. Okay, so number 1, the rich exchange time for passive income, not new toys. So, oh yeah, so that's how you have a rich mindset. Oh my gosh, I wrote this like a year ago. I don't even know what the hell I wrote. So what this is like, this has kind of been like a shift in my mentality. Before I used to think that if I looked rich, I was rich, or like that being able to afford certain toys meant I was rich, but that's not actually the case. If you want to have wealth, wealth doesn't necessarily need to be displayed to show that you have wealth. Wealth is just your ability to live off your own money or your own stored like assets for an extended period of time into the future. So that would mean, like, say if you lost your job, how long could you still feed yourself without working? Yeah, so what the rich do, if you have like a rich mindset, you're going to take your money and you're going to buy assets, whether it be like buying property to rent out, stocks, or whatever, what have you. That's like gonna bring in money while you're not there, as opposed to flashy watches, cars, clothes. Yeah. Okay, so the second tip, it's not about how much you make, but about how much you keep. So if you make, like, say like $1 million a year, or no, say you make like $5 million a year, but you blow 4 million, you only kept 1 million, you're not exactly as rich as, say, somebody, like in terms of like richness, like, yeah, maybe in absolute values you're richer than somebody else who, say, only makes like, I don't know, 10,000, but they keep like 9,000 of it. So it's not really about how much you make, say, like, it's about how much you keep. So I mean, it was never really yours if you made it but then spent it, so you never really kept it. So if you want to have like a rich mindset, try to aim to value your dollar and keep it with you. I think Robert said like a really good quote that I liked was, treat your money like your employees, put the money to work. So I mean, why would you want to start firing your employees and sending them away when you can keep them and working for you, right? Okay, tip number 3, it's not about time or effort, but value. So the rich understand that it doesn't matter how much time you put into something or how much effort you did. It's really about the value that you provide that is like ultimately going to provide you with wealth. I mean, I could spend days and hours and put in so much effort into making videos, but if the videos are crappy and don't provide any value to anyone, then yeah, nobody's gonna watch them, no one's gonna subscribe, and ultimately I'm not gonna get paid on YouTube. Not that I'm paid on YouTube, but you know what I mean? If I ran a business and it wasn't, even though I put a lot of time or effort into it, but it wasn't giving anybody I wasn't providing a good service or giving value to someone, of course it's not going to make money. So you need to understand that, yeah, it's that. Like, a lot of people complain, you know what, like, I put in so much time and so much effort, I should be compensated for my time or for my efforts. But that's just not how it works. It's about ultimately the value. So you probably want to focus on the value and then find efficient ways to like cut down on time and effort and maximize your value, but however that may be. Okay, so the fourth tip, you are the average of 5 people. You are who you hang out with. So if you're always hanging out with broke people or people who have poor spending habits, odds are you are probably going to be the average of them. So I think I read like this once, like a snarky article saying that like rich people only hang out with rich people. Well, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense given this theory that you are the average of 5 people. I mean, if you hang out with fit people and all they want to do is like work out and eat healthy, odds are if you're chilling with them, that's what you're going to do with them. So I guess the same goes for money. If you're hanging out with people who blow their whole paycheck Friday nights and Saturday nights, then you most likely, if you want to spend time with them, you're going to do the same thing. So maybe if you want to improve your status quo, or even just improve your own like financial settings or financial situation, you probably want to look for like new friends. And there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. Life is too short, so do what you gotta do. Okay, number 5, make decisions with integrity. Don't work with people who have energy, innovation, but no integrity. This is actually from Warren Buffett. He talked about how like the #1 thing that you want in people who you work with is integrity. Because can you imagine somebody who has no integrity but has a lot of energy and a lot of innovation? That's like an evil person. that is like a mad genius because they have it all, but their heart's not in the right place. You know, like they're gonna go out of their way to make your life living hell. So I think like that's really important. And I don't mean just other people making sure that they have integrity. I think if you want to be somebody that people value working with, you want to be somebody who has integrity too. That's something that I had like recently learned through my own like I guess like previous, how do you say this, previous work experiences, through many like hard trials and stuff. I have been like kind of tested and judged, and I found that at the end of the day, when I followed my heart and I did what I had to do, even though it was hard decisions, but I made sure that it was based on integrity, at the end of the day, I definitely felt a whole lot better than when I made decisions based on like greed or money or self-interest. So I think that's definitely a really good thing if you want to be rich. Definitely work with people with integrity and make sure you have integrity. Okay, number 6. Money comes to those who provide a service. So unless you're a criminal and you want to just take what you want, which was actually a point made in Think and Grow Rich. The author was like, no man can come to riches illegally and keep it. So yeah, you could probably make a fuck ton of money illegally, but you're probably not going to keep it because you're not doing it the legal way. So the legal way to get rich is pretty much to provide a service, whether it be through a product, a service, what have you. Yeah, that's something that you want to probably focus on. The more you help others, the more you help yourself. That is a rich person's mentality, as opposed to clocking in 9 to 5, although technically speaking, that is also providing a service, hence why you're getting paid for it. So yeah. Okay, and the 7th tip for having a rich mindset, keep learning. So this one is like really big because you think once you're done school, that's it. You don't want to learn anymore. You're done. You just want to go to work and make money. But and like that's kind of something as a mindset that I recently had up until like, and it's funny because I was in med school and I still thought like, oh fuck learning. But it's once I realized that my mind was my greatest asset that now I love learning. Like I realized that is like, think of it this way, like what I will teach my kid. If I give you a toy, can I take it away from you? Yes, I can just take it from you. But what I put in your head, can I take that from you? No. What you have in your head is something that nobody can take away from you, and it's the skill that once you've learned, you will never lose it. You'll take it with you. It's like, I don't know, it's like having like digital value in your head. Like, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but it's definitely helped me a lot. Like once I realized that everything that I knew was giving me value and worth, that I was like, okay, let's keep learning. So yeah, you definitely want to keep learning. I think the rich never stop learning, so neither should you. Okay, so let's see, what did I write here? That's interest, not passion. Interest, you want to keep learning. Passion, it's like fire burns down. Oh yeah, and then like another point in line with that is you want to have interest, not passion. So you want to be genuinely interested in what you want to like learn about, as opposed to being passionate about something, because passion burns out. So whether it be like, I'm super passionate that like I'm gonna make this channel and it's gonna be awesome and da-da-da, but you're not really too interested in wanting to learn it, which was kind of something that happened to me with my YouTube channel. I was like, in the beginning, I was like really passionate about the fact that I was like, I'm gonna make passive income on my YouTube channel, but I wasn't too interested in learning how to like make a better YouTube channel. I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna make it and make my channel, put videos out, and everything was gonna be smooth. But that's not how it works, guys. Whew. And the last and final tip, life is about learning, don't be desperate for money. So this one is from Robert, actually. And that's kind of actually very in line, like very similar to the previous point or the point before that, where I was talking about what people think like, okay, I'm just gonna start, like I'm done school, I'm just gonna work, make money, and everything's gonna be great. But actually that life is a constant learning process. Like look at all these like companies that you really like whether it be like Apple or all those, they always have new products coming out every year. Why? Because they're constantly learning, they're constantly growing. So could you imagine they put out one iPhone, they put out the 4, and they're like, that's it guys, that is the phone for the rest of your life, guys. We don't need to make any more improvements, we don't need to learn, we're done, you're welcome. Right? Then we wouldn't progress. So think of yourself as the same way. Think of yourself as a company that has to produce new products, and the only way you're going to do it is via research, learning, testing, trying. So yeah, invest in yourself, invest in your mind. Honestly, your mind is your greatest asset. So life is about learning, and why not? Why would you want a stagnant life? All right, so those were my 8 tips for how that I use to help implement and you can use to help implement having like a rich mindset. What else did yeah, wanting to have like a rich mindset. This is how like supposedly the rich think. I don't know, I'm not rich yet, but I'm definitely richer than I have been in the past using these things. I don't waste my money on stupid things like toys, and I definitely do value more the things that I've like learned rather than the things I've accumulated. Anything else, and I do try my best to hang out with better crowds, and I have integrity more so than I did in the past, and I try not to be in a position desperate for money so that I don't have the luxury to learn. So yeah, I hope this video helped you out, and all that I ask is that you like, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!